2 years before Jar of Hearts happened and So You Think You Can Dance, I was actually like somebody else, living in someone else's life. I moved to Los Angeles on my 21st birthday, and 4 days after I moved to LA, I met a boy, and 4 months later, I married him, and the two of us started a production company, and we had the house and the dogs and the cars and the things and I'd wake up every morning, and I was producing music videos and commercials, and I was just living somebody else's life, and I would go to bed completely unfulfilled. I wasn't writing music. I was hardly singing. I had no time. Being a producer was like 24/7, and I remember like just being so empty, like really. And I mean, the guy was a great guy, but just not for me. And so flash forward to September of last year. I woke up one day and just said, "This is it. I can't do this anymore, and I'm supposed to be doing something else." And so I left. I left everything and completely started over. I had nothing, like no furniture. I was living in a little studio apartment, and I locked myself in there and wrote like 20 new songs. And that was really, I think, when I fell on my path. Like I'd been kind of floating around for years, trying to do all different things and trying to really find out where I fit. And then as soon as that happened, I almost feel like it was just the beginning, and then all of a sudden the doors had all appeared, and I just kind of went through the right ones. Music was in my life since I was like 3. I sang at my first Holy Communion in front of the whole church. I did theater from 7 years old through high school. I was in choirs. I was singing as long as I can remember, and I started writing songs though when I was like 15, 16, because it's when I really started to fall in and out of love. And I started writing songs as a way to express myself, because I was just a little hot mess of a teenager. And so I picked up the guitar and the piano almost really naturally, and I taught myself, and as a way of just kind of getting feelings out, and then I'd play a song for somebody, and they'd be like, "Wow, you should keep going," and I was like, "Okay," so I did, and slowly it became obvious that that's what I wanted to do forever. So funny. Well, first of all, the very first thing I thought was, oh my God, I'm in a spaceship, because the way that the stage looked, it looked like a spaceship if you see pictures of it. And so there was this moment where, because when I'm performing, especially one of my first shows ever on national television, I went someplace else. Like I whited out basically, and was like, if I'd come in here and think I'm gonna mess this up, So I was just like hoping I would actually be over there and like let something else take over, So I wasn't really consciously thinking, but there was a moment where I did have I got present for a second, and I saw Allison and Neil dancing, and my string players, and I'm at this piano in this Marc Jacobs dress, and the audience, and then the spaceship, and I remember being like, huh, 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 and then like I was out again, because like I couldn't handle it. I could not process that, because I was 7 days before that, as a different person, and I was in the audience in the back of the bleachers watching it happen on stage, and then 7 days later I'm on the stage. Like, whew, I couldn't handle it. I was like, I was definitely floating on another planet for like that whole first couple weeks. My friends were like, "You were there, but you weren't really forming full sentences." Like, because I was just like, what? I was in shock, basically. It's funny. I really, really, really tried super hard not to think, because the second I would think, I've never played shows, period, let alone on national television for 6 million people. So if I had a moment to think, I would have messed it up. I definitely would have just, and gotten too scared. But I didn't. I was so busy that I would literally pass out to sleep and wake up, at 5 in the morning and keep going and then pass out again. So fortunately, I think it all worked out that I had no time to think. Every boy I've ever kissed my whole life, yes. I'm like, yeah, no, we're not friends. I haven't seen you since the 3rd grade. But yeah. My album, full-length album, dream come true to make it. I haven't recorded one note of it yet. I'm still in pre-production and picking all the songs, and that will be out, best case scenario, February, worst, March. And I mean, it's gonna be just a CD of my guts. It's like all my favorite songs that I've already had, bunch of new songs that I've written in the past couple months, so they're present and they're, just just totally like just a great, I don't know, way into my heart and my soul, and I'm also looking forward to making a full-length album that's like, you know, something I've been dreaming about for a very long time. So that'll come out next year.